Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Get to hang out with Clive on my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Da, da, da. You, sir. A land on fire. The neophyte adventurer seeks the warrior of light. Accept. Forgive me my boldness, but you are Ignis Cat, are you not? Yes. Then my search is at an end. A beguiled gentleman asked me to find you, you see, in hopes of entreating your aid with some matter he dare not share with me. Pray remain here, and I shall fetch him at once. Okay. Greetings, champion. It is I who employ the young adventurer to facilitate this impromptu of his audience. As for why, I have a request that you and you alone can fulfill. Pray listen well, for my tale begins with a most unsettling dream. In it did I behold the evening sky boundless and shimmering. As I drank deep of its beauty, I spied two stars sailing across the inky expanse, one of purest white, and the other blushing scarlet, their courses set such as they might pass without collision. Sharply and suddenly the scarlet star shifted its trajectory. High above a burning landscape did its path intersect with that of the white star. Their conjunction marked by a brilliant explosion of light. Even in slumber, I was awestruck by the spectacle. But what does it mean? Truth be told, mine own interpretation wavers. My rational mind says meaningless dream, whilst my artist soul insists on prophecy. Whatever greater meaning this vision might hold, I am convinced that the blazing star represents the warrior of light, in other words, you. And should these portents indeed foretell future events, you are thus fated to encounter the scarlet star, whomsoever that may be. Therefore I humbly request that you accompany me to the burning land from my dream, but I might witness the vision's denouement. I will compensate you for the trouble, of course. That question is, which territory in Eorzea might be considered burning, metaphorically or otherwise? The Bowl of Embers, where I battled Ifrit? While its relation to play cannot be denied, my instincts tell me nay. This scene from my dream was more ridge than bowl. A giant flickering outcrop of crystal, maybe? Of course. The burning wall on eastern Thanalan. Ah, that cluster of immense crystals born of the seventh emerald calamity. It well resembles the sweeping scene from my dream. The first mystery solved. We shall leave for eastern Thanalan and the infamous burning wall at once. Ah, it's the 16 logo. The burning wall, an apt name indeed. 'Tis said that these crystalline structures were formed when falling shards of dolomite pierced the land's ethereal current. Some see them as a symbol of rebirth, a manifestation of renewed life. But that is neither here nor there. Let's have a look around, shall we? Spyglasses at the ready. Okay, seems easy enough. Survey your surroundings for anything out of the ordinary. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target. Okay. Well, let me see. Well, nothing really stands out. Up there? No. Aha! Found him. Where am I? A dream led you to me. I understand how absurd that may sound. We ourselves were unsure of what awaited us here. As for who we are, I am content to be known as the minstrel. This stalwart hero is Ignis Cat. Might we the pleasure of your name? Clive. Last thing I remember was the ruins. How did I come to be in this place? To assume you were not senseless. Confusion is to be expected. For safety's sake, I suggest we make for town and have a frondistry physician look you over. I shall see our patient receives proper treatment. Would you mind waiting for us at Scholar's Walk? Shouldn't I go with them in case they're attacked? There's monsters here. Our foundling is being cared for as we speak, but I'm told he should be released soon. Hopefully 'twas not that a bite of food and a little bed rest couldn't cure. It was kind of you to wait, thank you. What of your condition? Much improved. The physician who also noted no signs of injury or illness. Yet my memories remain hazy. How did I end up here? Whatever I was doing, it was important, I'm sure of it. I must return as soon as possible. I see. We cannot leave him in this state. We must help him restore his memories and find his way home. What of this city, Clive? Do any parts of Ul'dah strike you as familiar? No, maybe I've simply forgotten, but I recognize nothing. Not Ul'dah then. Not Ul'dan then. Still, I like to think that sights and sounds of a well-known place locale will hasten your memory. The Burning Wall, the place where we found you, is situated midway betwixt Ul'dah and Gridania. Perhaps a trip to the Twellswood is in order. Gridania, you say? The name rings no bells, but I have no better suggestions. And you would take me there? Of course. Meanwhile, I shall make the rounds to neighboring settlements and ask if any have heard of you. Let us rendezvous in Gridania anon. This entire situation has knocked me off balance, I'm afraid. Ignis, was it? I appreciate you coming to my rescue. Still, you must have your own business to attend to. We can set out whenever you're ready. Are you ready? Then let's head out. This Gridania the minstrel mentioned, is it far? Will we need mounts? By airship? You have those. Not that I meant to doubt you, friend. If you say we're boarding an airship, then that's what we'll do. Oh yeah, I guess the Fallen had things like that. So he does remember enough. He doesn't remember how he got here, but he does remember enough of his land. Okay. We could have done Chocobo. Maybe he would have mentioned Ambrosia. Ignis, if I may ask a foolish question, do these airships of yours actually fly? A foolish question indeed, then. Your expression tells me as much. Is there no airship travel where you're from? So it would seem. It's odd. I know that the weapon on my back is called a sword. I understand what it's for and how to wield it. Foggy as my memories may be, my general knowledge seems intact. Yet hearing you speak of functional airships, I felt confusion, disbelief, for something that you clearly think of as commonplace. I can make no sense of it. Where was I before now? But dwelling on this is pointless. Forward is the only way. You feel the bracing wind, the decks shuddering beneath your feet as you rise into the sky. My memory may be faulty, but that was an experience I'm sure I'd not soon forget. So this is Gridania. It seems very unlike the city we just left. Where to begin? I think it's best if I follow your lead. Clive is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Clive behind by entering a different area or by speaking with him and selecting the option to part ways. Okay. Come, Clive. I shall show you around Gridania, my starting city. This tavern, it reminds me of somewhere I've been before. No, it's no use. I can feel the memory, but it's like grasping at smoke. But maybe if you were to show me somewhere else? Chocobo. Now that's something I recognize. Yeah, it's more than that. I had my own chocobo once, I'm sure of it. But as for when or the where... Don't worry, Clive. We will figure this out. An impressive crystal. Not a mother crystal, surely. No, not nearly large enough. When I try to remember, the fog in my head almost seems to grow thicker. Okay, so you kind of remember the mother crystals. But you're not going to go after the etherite, so that's good. We need that. It's like our local transportation, so that's important. So he remembers Ambrosia, kind of. Then he knows what the mother crystals are, and he knows how to fight. I mean, local knowledge makes sense. He's not from here, but that's beside the point. This is true. This is a truly beautiful place. You taking a liking to Gridania, then? I do like what I've seen of it. Seems a peaceful life here among the trees only. I just can't shake the strangest feeling. As if it's too peaceful, and that doesn't sit right. Patrol reporting. Commander, all is quiet with the Ixal, no signs of Garuda. For which we are profoundly grateful. At ease, soldier. Did he say Garuda? You there, this Garuda you speak of. Ugh. Sir, are you alright? Captain Cat, do you know this gentleman? Memory loss, you say? I'm sorry to hear that, though it seems Garuda's name has lit a spark of some sort. I was in battle with Garuda. I fought her, I'm sure of it. Please, you must tell me more. Anything that might help me remember my past. Of course, Gridania owes debts of gratitude to any who've stood against that destructive fiend. However, there is one more suited to the task than I. Our elder seed seer is well versed not only in primal lore, but also in the treatment of bodily afflictions. She is surely your best hope of recovery. I will send word ahead to Silgate Flame. Stand ready to escort our guests to an audience. Understood, Commander. Pray find me at Nofika's altar in Old Gridania, and I will see that you are granted entry to the Lotus Stand. Oh, this is before he had his scar removed, so fighting Garuda must be recent. In terms of, like, 16 events. The Lotus Stand lies just ahead. If you would follow me, please. Greetings, honored guests. Commander Huloy has appraised me of your friend's condition. This is he? Pleasure to meet you. I am Kane Senna, Elder Seed Seer of Gridania. I thank you for your gracious welcome. I am Clive, though beyond that, I fear my introduction may be lacking. Please concern yourself not with proprieties. 'Tis memory loss we are here to address. I am told Garuda's name awakens some previous recollection. Yes, and the instant I heard it, a hazy vision of battle arose unbidden. I think perhaps if I could hear more of Garuda. A wish easily granted. Garuda is a deity revered by the Ixal, a people who once dwelled here in the Twelveswood. She appears as a winged entity, half bird, half woman, who commands the wind itself. Most frightening, however, is her capricious temper, as unpredictable as a howling storm. I should add that Ignis has fought against Garuda in her primal incarnation. A winged woman of volatile temperament with power over the wind, a fitting description of the opponent I remember. But a deity, no. The will behind that monstrous visage was distinctly immortal. I suspect Clive's Garuda and Eorzea's Primal are not one and the same. Mainly as Clive himself is not of our world. Explain yourself, minstrel. I went back to where we discovered Clive and questioned folk in all nearby settlements. Not one person recognized his description. Such a distinctive tattoo escaped the nose of every local rumor monger for moms around. Improbable, to say the least. That led me to consider another possibility. One consistent with past accounts I have heard of visitors from other worlds somehow stumbling through reality's curtain and finding their way to our star. My brand, it's the mark of a bearer. Does it pain you to remember? I feel the memories trying to surface, but when I strain to recall, a piercing ringing fills my ears. Garuda, bearer, Ifrit. Another primal's name. It would seem the pain was less than tangible source. Long have I studied the healing arts, yet I sense no shadow of illness in your body. Your suffering stems not from injury or sickness. Victims of terrible events have been known to suppress their own memories out of instinct. Once subconscious denies attempts to confront the awful truth, the mind creating a shield of pain to protect the heart. The barrier is of my own making. How then am I to overcome it? With our aid, of course. Fate has brought us together, and together we shall triumph over this adversity. So you think me from another world. And my memories of said world are not like to return unless I acknowledge some terrible truth, a truth my mind refuses to remember. 'Tis a confounding dilemma, I agree, and I have given thought to a solution. I believe that the shackles which bind your mind may yet be struck off in the heat of battle. A drastic measure, perhaps, especially when you are not at your best. Which is why I turn to you, Ignis. You are the twin into Clive's wandering star. Your involvement is no accident. The path I see is thick with thorns, but if you've the will to walk it, then gird yourself for war and await me at Up Clue Falls. I suppose that's one way to do it. The Path Infernal. The minstrel has a plan, it seems, but he shares little beyond confusing metaphor. Still, I'm willing to indulge him if it means making progress. We're to meet him at Opkaloo Falls, right? And where is that to be found? Good, not far then. Let's get on with it. Alright, what's our plan? This place, why here? Because this waterfall is where the legendary Archon Louisoix gathered a band of adventurers in the time of the 7th Umbral Calamity. Their purpose, to extinguish the infernal Ifrit. Ifrit? I know something is there, just why can't I remember? Clive recalled several words in the other seeds which brought him pain. While the significance of bearer eludes me, you and I are more than familiar with Ifrit. Considering your reaction to the mere mention of the name, it's likely that the primal, or its equivalent in your world, is deeply connected to your condition. Thus have I resolved to weave my lyrical magics and bring you face to face with Ifrit of our world. Here, where the Archon Louisoix paved an ethereal path to the primal's lair, will my words be given substance, and within the vision which takes form, will you do battle with the phantom of your mind's creation. Imaginary though this confronting may be, I fear your suffering will be all too real. Yet you must preserve, for your hidden truth will not be unearthed without hardship. Take heart, Scarlet Star, and call upon the strength of your shining twin. Your past awaits. Seems easy enough. Oh, I did Ifrit before. Duty calls. Commence battle for the Path Infernal. Where has he sent us? You stand in the Bowl of Embers, the site where the Amalja summoned their patron deity, and the stage upon which the Warrior of Light became a slayer of gods. 'Tis but convincing illusion, the body of recounted tale given birth by fanciful verse. Come forth, Lord of the Inferno. An accurate specimen, yet not quite the Ifrit you know. No, not quite the same. Oh dear. We're fighting the Ifrit from 16. I think that's worse. Need you to focus, man. Ready when you are. Together, then. Ifrit. That's the thing which killed Joshua. Yes, I've been on its trail, seeking vengeance from my brother. The fiend must pay. Fight with me, Ignis. Ooh. During this battle, you will gain access to special duty actions as follows. Use Rising Flames to charge the foe and inflict high damage. With the proper timing, you can use Dodge to avoid taking damage, even if you're within the area of an enemy's attack. Certain enemy attacks will be preceded by countdown icon. With this countdown progress to the Dodge icon, quickly use the Dodge action. After executing a successful dodge, the Dodge action will change to Precision Strike, which provides an opportunity to inflict additional damage. Fun times. Rising Flames and Dodge. Damn it. I got to casting. Nice. I love that. Oh. Nice. Got it, Clive. Okay, okay. I got it. I win. You're welcome, Clive. Damn it. I got this. Woohoo! Whoop. Ta-da! Rude. Double rude. Uh-oh. I got it. I got it. See, I got it. I got this, don't worry. I've been through worse. Where are you going? Hmm? Fuck. Okay. What's your plan? Phoenix power, huh? Got it. Okay. Yep. I got it. Don't you worry. I got you. Uh-oh. Damn it. I can't time that. Gotcha. Almost got it. Almost got it. We're almost there, Clive. We almost got it. Almost. Ooh. Hmm? Yes. I know your story. I feared that by accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. Do you get Ifrit on Ifrit fight? You are not Ifrit. I am. Ignis, you might want to get out of that. Woohoo! Ifrit on Ifrit fight! And with the best song from the whole soundtrack. Ooh. Good job. You okay? The battle against your own mind would seem you have emerged the victor. Intriguing. Torgal! Yay! Torgal! The illusion is unraveled, yet you've brought a friend back with you. This is Torgal, a wolf pup raised in the duchy. There is no more loyal ally in battle, and no keener guide when the road ahead is uncertain. Oh. Ah, that would explain the aberration in the lingering ether. Torgal is here to lead you back to your own world. Clive was embraced his harrowing past, and in doing so he claimed memories he lost. Though not a conscious act, he has manifested his readiness to return home in the form of a trusted companion. Even so, it was difficult to accept what I'd done. My younger brother Joshua was a kind and gifted soul. The inheritor of the Phoenix's flames, he was destined to become Archduke, as our father had before him, but Joshua was murdered, his bright future cut short. From that day onwards, I lived for one purpose alone. A dominant of fire had slain my brother, and I would have my revenge. I spent years tracking the killer until one day I came to understand it had been me all along. I was young and distraught when I first summoned Ifrit. I hadn't known such power lurked within me, or that it could even exist at all. The transformation was instinctive, uncontrolled, and it was by my hand that Joshua died. I can but imagine the anguish this caused you. There was anguish, yes, and a guilt I will never escape, but I cannot let it stop me. I was born the vessel of Ifrit's power, and I need to know why. It was in search for answers that I went to Phoenix Gate and delved into the ruins below. There I found the courage to face my past and accept the truth, and then everything faded to black. Your tale suggests that something in the ruins, some mysterious force, was responsible for your inadvertent journey. And if you arrived in Eorzea from a place sacred to the Phoenix and its flames, then it stands to reason. Yes? What are you thinking? I'm thinking that to see you home, that we must return to the beginning. Our road takes us back to the burning wall. Once there, your furry Carmine will lead us exactly where we need to go. Works for me. Makes sense that Torgal would know what to do. He's the bestest boy, after all. We've come this far, now Torgal will be our guide. Such was the purpose of his creation, after all. Ready, Torgal, take me home. Bark. Once you choose to depart, Clive and the Wandering Minstrel will accompany you. Torgal will then begin leading you onwards. All right. He runs like he does in 16. He doesn't run like the Midlanders do. I'm running faster than Torgal. Oh no. Is this it, boy? The tale ends where it began. Where you first found me. Indeed. I was baffled as to why this, of all places, would serve as a junction between our two worlds, but now I think I understand. You do? Some years ago, Eorzea was visited by a cataclysmic disaster known as the Seventh Umbral Calamity. Yet even as fire and ruin threatened all we held dear, the world underwent a mystical renewal. 'Twas as if the star was reborn. One theory attributes the miracle to a benevolent entity, claiming that the undying phoenix flared into being to save us in our hour of direst need. The phoenix? The burning wall itself is a scar left by those events, its crystal ridges having erupted from the earth overnight. Some believe these monoliths of solidified flame to be proof of the phoenix's deliverance. The bond with your brother, the phoenix of your world, may have been the connection which brought you to this sacred place in ours. Drawn to the flame. It seems our time together is at an end. Thank you both for all you've done. Press on, friend, no matter how daunting the hardship or bitter the truth. No matter what fate awaits at journey's end. Come, Torgal, we have answers to seek, and Valistia awaits. And they're gone. Just like that. And then he was gone. I feel the stirrings of a ballad. But nay, 'twould be hubris to imagine I could capture Clive's story from so fleeting an excerpt. That honor belongs to someone else, someone privileged to see his tale to its conclusion. Sadly, the power to peer into other worlds was not granted me by this day's miracles. I wonder, however, if you might manage it, Ignis. Our little adventure is over, set in motion as it was by a dream most cryptic. I must thank you for indulging my sudden and strange request. As for your promised reward, I hope this is sufficient? Torgal proved such a trustworthy guide that I thought to bind his likeness to a summoning whistle. May his loyal spirit serve you well on your travels, until we meet again. Quest complete. You can now exchange MGP for special items by speaking with the Gold Saucer attendant at the Gold Saucer. Found the flame. Is there a title? Is there a title? Is there a title? Of the Twin Star. Ah, I was hoping for a Shield of Rosaria. Well, alright. I guess I'll do.